I don't know if I should be worried that we only have $250,000 right now and that the earnings are currently set to minus $1.7 million, or if I should be glad that I was able to get some money together to upgrade the train that we have at the minute, because this train has actually made some money at one point, which is fantastic news. It's just that it takes a while to actually get anywhere, and that's what has me worried. It's 33 minutes on the frequency, and that's not great. The boats are still not making money. The Wichita Bricks line is making money, and we are getting money everywhere else. It's just that these lines in particular are not really doing much for us. So hopefully we're going to see some good things happen. We do have some food on the way on ship number 1 there. And we did just get some money, I suppose, dropping off a bunch of stone as well. So we are okay, and I think that's going to keep us okay until the train gets to where it needs to be. It's just like I said, the train takes a little while. We are running at 3 times speed, and it's just it takes a while. It will make money though. That's something I cannot stress enough. The train will make money, and eventually I'm confident we are going to be able to do some good things with it. We also do have some fuel sat here, not a whole lot of it, but we do have some fuel, and what we could probably do is go and get a few more vehicles on the line that actually gets us some fuel. So let's go and say 3 of these vehicles, and they are going to go on that line right there is what they're going to do. I will say it's quite tempting to maybe set that line up to move that fuel down to Greensboro. I'm not sure if we want to do that though. I don't know if we need 4 vehicles in the line right now given the frequency and all that stuff, but yeah, we will find out. Good news is this line here, 1.2 million, really can't be bad to that. And the train itself is actually almost here. It's currently holding 44 out of 63 units of crude oil. So again, can't really be bad to that. It is just a case of waiting for it to be more frequent, waiting until we have the money to get another train. It is a relatively expensive train to run, value-wise. It's running costs are $500,000 per year, so this thing is quite expensive. That said, it's pulling in, and it's gonna make, how much money are we looking at? We are looking at $1.3 million. So assuming that train was able to make 2 runs every single year, that's not the end of the world. It is also carrying a little tiny bit of fuel on the way back there, so again, not necessarily the end of the world. It's just gonna be a waiting game is what it's gonna be. So let's go ahead then, and let's say that in Pomona, I do want to get some vehicles here because I want to see if we can get this these oil wells all doing their thing. So I want to buy let's say 3 of these guys, and let's put them on oil number 1, and let's see if that line is actually going to start producing anything. I think this was number 1 down here, so it should start producing. Yeah, it absolutely is. So that's going to start producing. Obviously the wagon's going to be quite slow, but it's again not the end of the world. Let's go through as well and start replacing some vehicles because we have some quite old ones. The Wichita Loop, for example, I want to bring this up, I want to keep it pinned. I want to manage vehicles, and I want to go in and I want to say that they are to be replaced by the stagecoaches, which are a little bit faster and can carry more people. So replace those, make them yellow. And then we want to go to Wichita Loop number 2, manage vehicles, replace with the stagecoach, and make them bright green is what we're going to do. We do have these boats, but I think the HMS Chungus is okay. It's 22 conditions very bad. It might actually not be okay. The Chungus might actually need replaced, but I'm not going to replace it. Top speed 14 miles per hour is rough, but I'm not going to replace the Chungus yet. This right here, manage vehicles. I would like to replace all of them with, let me see, what are you guys moving? Stone to cargo boats. You're moving stone. I guess we'll go in and replace you with those and keep them in sort of a nice orange color. We have food to boat, then bricks to Westminster. We have a few vehicles in that line that are a little older. I don't really think we need to replace all of them, do we? American horse-drawn carriage. So that is the original one, actually, and it's going to be $757,000 to replace all of them, which is a considerable amount of money. I am not sure how I feel about that. That's possibly more money than we can afford. I do want to look at boats, though, really quick. I also can leave the game running while I'm doing this, because we did get this guy, which is a bit faster and can carry everything. It is quite expensive, but I'm wondering if getting a Dinara Castle, whatever the name is, I'm wondering if getting one of those might be an idea for the HMS Chungus. And I think the name HMS Chungus is going to continue. So it's currently one of these guys. Cargo types all. This can carry more across 2 compartments. It is faster. It has a 25-year lifespan, but I think we're gonna do it. It's a lot of money, but I think the HMS Chungus can be replaced. So there it is. So that's our new boat. And I guess it is able to carry, you know, a bit more. It is going to be a little bit faster. Nothing too major. Not crazily fast. And it could do passengers. That is a thing, but we're just not going to bother yet. Although I wonder if we could set up a passenger service. Because that is an option. We could maybe look into it. These are, I think, cargo terminals. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll not get carried away. We replaced one of them. That's all we really needed to do. Let me see down here. So you are producing quite slowly, but you are producing nonetheless. You are still on your way back. Looking up this way, we have actually got a good amount of fuel in there. So these guys could probably, you guys could probably have more vehicles thrown in the line because there's over 220 units of fuel in there. So we could probably get more vehicles on that line. Having a look though, this guy might actually end up being pretty consistently profitable. Crude oil to Indianapolis also seems to be quite profitable, which is beautiful news. So really cannot complain there, if I'm being honest. It seems like a pretty solid setup, really. Crude oil to Pomona, I imagine, is going to continue to lose money for a bit. It's quite a lengthy line, but that seems okay. I think we can manage. I do think we can manage. And also, you are, what was your running cost per year? 131,000 per year versus a running cost of what per year? 75,000. So yeah, it's 50,000 more per year for the new boat, but I think we'll manage. I mean, it's about to drop off 50 units of food, and this guy's about to drop off about to drop off 70 units of stone there. So the earnings at the minute are definitely rough, to say the very least. They are definitely a bit rough, but I think it'll pick up. I am curious as well. 3 units of fuel. What exactly does that make? So 3 units of fuel was actually $97,000. So I can't be bad to that. This train is also full, so that's good. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that we're doing all right then with the trains and all that stuff. You're doing all right there. Yeah, I think it's fair to say the train's kind of picking up a little bit. Obviously, I mean, earnings could be a lot better. Where? Oh wow, you are actually quite rough at the minute. I think we'll be okay. I do think we'll be okay. That boat arrived up there. This boat's still on its way down here. We're just gonna hope for the best, really. Are you full? That's my question. 100 units, not bad. So if I imagine that'll be about 1 million then for that delivery. I'd have to imagine be about $1 million because 70 was 720,000. So yeah, I think that'll end up being roughly $1 million, which honestly isn't bad. So can't complain there. Food wise, we could be doing better. I'd really like to see more food coming down here, but I think at the minute we're all right. I think it honestly might just be a bottleneck in the factory. Actually, no, production is not as high as I'd like it to be. And then shipment, I mean, I hover over it, it doesn't tell me what that is. Transport, I know what that means. I'm transporting a lot of it, but shipping, I guess shipping is suppliers. So if we were to set up more farms, maybe? I don't know. I don't really know what the best way to do this would be. A lot of stuff in there. Can I go to this line? Manage vehicles. There's 20 vehicles on this line. Are they all... They are the horse-drawn carriage. So what about replacing these guys? Because it's a little bit faster, a little bit expensive, but it would certainly have a 7-year lifespan, and I've got some of them going 22 years. Good Lord. I think we could maybe do this. It would certainly speed things along a little bit. So, yeah, looking at our money, maybe not. Let's leave it a minute and see what we can do here, because the earnings are still a little shady, is what they are. The train's on its way south, though, again, so that's beautiful. It has those 63 units of crude oil, so really can't complain. This guy as well, this is actually starting to produce a good amount, I guess, because the train is capable of picking it up, even though the train won't pick it up because the train's full, but that's fine. That's the reason we'd have multiple trains, potentially, is to actually pick up in multiple locations. But I think we'll be all right. I'm not 100% sure. Our earnings are dropping again, but the train's about to drop a bunch of oil off, so maybe we'll be all right. 27 units of fuel there as well. So again, the whole idea of the train is that it does, you know, it drops stuff off here, but it picks it up and takes it back. I do want to know though, those 63 units, what is that going to get me? That's what I am curious about. That is $1.9 million. So I think the train is about to be profitable. If we can keep up with this whole, you know, shipping fuel thing, we're going to be looking pretty good for the train, I think. I think anyway. This is losing. Some cargo items are lost because the station's overloaded. Interesting. We might actually need to get more of these guys. Is that line losing money? Not really. Almost, but not really. Which is fair enough, I suppose. You're carrying nothing at the minute. Why is this? So production-wise, is this actually producing anything? It doesn't seem like it is, which is very strange, because we do have consumption, right? We do have, I'm not sure, honestly. So you're gonna, what are you doing? So you're coming in with a 5, and then yeah, oh, you are, okay. So yeah, you are picking up some. That's fine, and then that does slowly get turned into fuel, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's gonna take a while. That's fine. That's not... Earn $1 million with ships in a month. Not bad. I guess, I don't know how much you just made, but not complaining. It does seem like money is becoming less and less of an issue, which is beautiful. So I do want to go in. I do want to find my train, wherever my train may be. I guess I can just go to here. I want to duplicate it. It might be a bad idea, but I want to duplicate it because I think we can do it. I think we can do it. So much money to do that, though. I didn't quite realize it was going to be that much, but yeah, I want to duplicate the train, and I want to see if we can afford it. That might have been a dreadful idea. I think we'll be all right, assuming we make some money. Please go left. Oh, no, don't go that way. Don't go that way. No, 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 wrong way. I need you to turn around. I need you to go the other way. So reverse. You then need to cross over. You need to go that way is what you need to do. So there you go. You should be good to go. I'm not sure why you're not. You are stuck, I guess. Why can't you cross over though? What if I tell you to, can I tell you to go? Stop, go. Reverse, reverse. What do you mean you've got no line? You can go get the crude oil that, no, maybe you can't. Can you not? Hold on. So you would go that way and you would cross over and then cross over. I'm not really sure why you can't do that. Okay. I'm not happy about this, but whatever. I guess you can pick up some fuel in Pomona, and I'm going to sincerely hope for the best on that one. Let me see how much fuel is here. 24. Could be better. Definitely could be better. Monetarily speaking, we could be doing better. Definitely could be doing better. But you're coming in to, you know, hopefully drop off a good amount. I mean, 28 units of fuel. That should get us a bit of money. Should definitely get us a little bit, and it should hopefully push us back up into, you know, where we actually do have money. I'm aware that buying that train was not my best decision, but I'm hopeful that, well, we just made money from somewhere, so we're doing all right. But I want to see how much 28 units of fuel is worth, because we are gonna be growing Indianapolis with it, which is the beautiful thing. So really not gonna complain. How much are we looking at? We're looking at almost 1 million. Yeah, not bad. That's not bad. In here, 24 units there. I'm honestly thinking that we could probably duplicate this line because there's a lot of units sat there. So let me go to you, manage vehicles, duplicate a couple of times, and let's make them that color, I guess. Seems all right. So yeah, we'll have those go back and forth. They can all do their thing and bring oil into Pomona. You have 24 units. That's not bad. Not amazing, but definitely not as bad as it could be. So we now have 2 trains worth of crude oil heading down towards Greensboro. Again, hopefully going to make some money there. A little bit of food waiting there. We have you coming up with 50 units of food, which is better than absolutely nothing. We have you coming down with 70 units of stone, which is better than nothing. We have 100 units of stone waiting here. So that's, again, better than nothing. Can't complain, I guess. Really can't complain too much. Monetarily, trains aren't doing amazing, but I think we'll survive. It was definitely a little sketchy there for a second, but I think we'll survive it. I think we'll manage, and I think we'll be all right. Let me see where. So here's me train, right? So this is the newer one. Can I change its color? I totally can. I want to make this one red, just because I can. We've got the green one, we've got a red one. We need a blue one. We'll go for that old RGB pattern on the line. How much is it going to pick up? 13? Really not much. The fuel production is definitely lacking down here a little bit, but there we go. A little bit of money from that as well. Can't complain. Up here, production's going. How much is sat in here at the minute? 24? Would be nice to have a bit more than that, wouldn't it? It would definitely be nice to have a little bit more than that, but again, not the end of the world. Are you full at the minute? You are. So 63 there, 15 there, 74 there, and 188 there. So manage vehicle. Let me select all of you and duplicate. A little bit expensive maybe, but we should be all right. Make them all that sort of dark brown color, and that'll start moving a little bit more up and down to where it needs to go. Now I've just duplicated those vehicles. Where are they? Oh, it didn't. Why did it just send them from? It didn't just. Oh my God, it did. Why did it send them from there? Why is it sending the vehicles from Pomona? That they are going to be losing money for ages before they get up here. That's really not ideal. That's really not ideal. Oh man. That's bad. Okay, well, that's fine. We've got a full train here. It's going to make us 1.9 million again. It'll pick up a little bit of fuel and take it back. I'm not happy that those vehicles just got sent from Pomona, but whatever. I think what I will end up doing, hopefully soon, I'm kind of looking at it. I'm kind of thinking that we could probably get our hands on a passenger train to do the Indianapolis, Pomona, Greensboro line. We do probably want to get some buses going around as well for each of those 3 towns, but I'm not going to bother with that yet. Just because I'm a terrible human being, essentially. Although I'm curious, how much would a passenger train cost me? So, I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of want this. I don't, well, actually that, so 50, right, yeah. We definitely want this guy. Because if we go for a slower train, it's going to hold up the other traffic. So we actually, to be fair, this is going to get held up with other traffic, but whatever. This is, wow, that's expensive. Okay. So I would argue we probably want to go for something like that. So 4.7 million. And that's assuming that we actually have people moving on those lines. So maybe what we do is we can go in here, go to buildings, and we can set up some bus and tram stops. So if we go to like here, and then we go, honestly, we could probably connect some roads together here. So do this. Maybe not the best looking thing in the world, but something like that with another little bus and tram stop done this way. We'll throw one sort of up here. We can throw one sort of up here. And then one over there. And what we can do is not line statistics, but we can start going in and we can start to do a bus line. So this is, where are we? Indianapolis. Oh, wow. Indianapolis Loop 1. I hope I've spelled that right. I think I've spelled it right. Should be all right. So you're going that way. I kind of want it to go the other way, I'm going to be honest. So, yeah, that way. And then we want to add stations so that it's going to go that way. I kind of wanted it to go down in a, oh, I did it wrong. Hold on. Get rid of you. Add you, then you, and then up this way, that way. Interesting that it wouldn't just go left. That's a little bit strange, I'll be honest. Maybe we'll just add another station up there to force it that way. Unless I've done it in the wrong direction. Hold on. Let me have a look. No, you do go up there. So after you, I want to add a station there. There we go. So now it goes that way. And then essentially what we do is a new line. We make it Indianapolis Loop number 2. And it's going to go in the opposite direction, essentially. So it's going to go that way, then up to there, there, down to here, and over to there. And that seems like it'll be pretty solid. So that's going to be a loop around Indianapolis. We're going to need the same for Pomona, but I do want to make sure there is actually a loop to follow. So let's go to streets and let's connect you two together. And then let's maybe just go a little something like this, where that's going to come out to about that spot and then to about there. And that seems pretty solid. Down this way, we could maybe do something like this to give that some shape, and then into buildings we go. So we want to go this way, and then we want to go this way. We want it to come up to here. We want it to go in front of the train station. We can have it go out this way, out to here, and then down onto this road as well. And then I guess it does sort of leave that whole middle area open a little bit, but we're going to bring it out this way too. And then we can just set this up nice and simply as well. I'm pausing the game again. Remember when I said I'd broken that habit? Apparently not. So new line, it is going to be the POMONA loop number 1. And I do want to copy that name so I can paste it easily. And we go up, we go to Pomona loop 1, click stations to add. And it's going to be starting here. And it's already going in the right direction. So it goes out to there, and then it goes up to there. Then it goes up to there, and then over here. Over that way, and we're just gonna bring it right down through the middle of everything, and that seems pretty solid. That seems like a pretty good loop, so I'm quite happy with that. We want to do another new line. It's loop number 2, and it is, oh, hold on, let me see, where are we? Loop number 2, take that S off of the name, and let's start adding some stations to it. So we want to start here, and it's going in just the opposite direction to what we just had. That way you can nicely get about time. There we go. So that's 2 loops done for Pomona and Indianapolis. We need to do Greensboro, although Greensboro is so small that we could probably just get away with a train or a bus that goes out to the train station, essentially. So let's just do it that way. We'll keep it nice and simple. We'll do a bus station there, and we'll do a bus station there, and we'll just keep it really, really simple. So let's go new line. It's going to be from here going to there. And yeah, that is essentially going to be it. So that's going to be bus and Greensboro train station express. I guess we'll just do express like that, and that'll be fine. And that should be all right. Obviously, there's not really much sense in putting any buses on that line, but we could go to Pomona, and we are going to go to Pomona, and we're going to say, buy me, let's say 3 of these guys, and let's put them on, let's get them all bright yellow and put them on the Pomona loop 1, and then I want to get 3 more of them. I want to make them a nice bright blue, and then on loop number 2. So we're actually going to start moving people around Pomona. Then we're going to do the same for Indianapolis, and we're going to get people moving around there as well. So that's purple and red for the colors of these guys. So let's go for 4 of them here, I guess, and go for bright red on loop number 2. And then we'll go for another 4 of them, make them that nice sort of purple color there, and loop number 1. And there we go. So we'll have people moving around both of the towns. And I guess we try and save up a bunch of money so we can get ourselves a passenger train and hope for the best. These guys are still on their way to Indianapolis, which is really annoying because they're just losing money, but whatever, I guess. How's this looking? 60 units. That's not bad. How are you looking? You're full. Okay. So both trains are gonna be full is I think what that means. Let me see. So you've just arrived there and you're full. So yeah, both trains are gonna be kind of full. That's, I mean, it's good. It's good money. It's, you know, almost $4 million across both trains, but that is less ideal because it means that we're not, there's more we can move and we can't afford the train to move it is essentially what that means. Not sure, not 100% sure how I feel about that, but whatever. Either way, hoping to see some profits from these loops is what I'm gonna say. I'm really hoping to see some profits from those. Also, interestingly, the boats are staying kind of up the top in terms of profits from that line, which is lovely. The trains, not so much. The trains have slipped down a little bit. They will pick up as they, you know, move things a little more consistently. We do have this one coming down here. We do have the other one up here. So I do think a 3rd train would be an amazing thing. I have a sneaking suspicion that we may, I want the passenger one. I really want the passenger one, but the more I think about it, the more I think it makes sense to get another cargo one. Because I just get the feeling that another cargo train might be what we need to tip the balance in favor of profits from that line really consistently. I'm really thinking that that might be the way to do it. 22 units of fuel, that's not bad. So you're coming in with 1.9 million. Yeah, 4.4 million there. Then the other train's on the way as well. So I do think, I mean, I want to do passengers though. I really want to do passengers and I think I'm going to do it. I really do. So let me go 1, 2, 3. Let me go steam. Let me do, I mean, 28 miles per hour. 30, these other ones can do 31 if we have a look. I mean, yeah, 31's the limit. So they'd be like 3. I don't know. I could go for a slower train. I'm not going to. I don't want a slower train. 3.2 million. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're gonna make it a nice strong blue color. No, we're not, because it looks hideous. We're gonna make a nice strong red color. No, we're not. It looks hideous. Make it like a burgundy color. And passenger line. I am hoping that makes money, because if it doesn't, I've messed up. But I want the passenger line. I do. I want people moving here, because again, on the first map we played, we didn't do this. On that first map that we played, we didn't move people because I was an idiot. We didn't have trains early on. I want trains. I do. I want the trains and I want people moving, and we have someone going to the platform already, so that's gonna work. Oh, this might actually work out. This might actually happen. Is anyone going for a train up here? Absolutely no one thus far. That's good. Madam? Oh no, she disappeared. Okay. Really doesn't want that train, I guess. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, that is fair enough. Hopefully some people do though. And I guess we could maybe get like a 2 stagecoaches and what color? Bright pink, I guess. Let's make them bright pink and set them on that line. I really hope this works. I really hope this works. I really want it to. I really do want this to work. I want to see people moving on these lines. We do have people waiting as well. Hello. We've got one person. There's like one guy on the platform. He's like, well, I've heard about these newfangled passenger trains, and I've heard about this place called Greensboro. So I figured I'd take myself off and see what all the fuss is about. That's what I am. What I imagine it sounds like. Ooh, 6 people. Okay. I don't know why it's on the wrong side of the track. That's not right. Why are you on the wrong side of the... Uh-oh. Hello? Why is that happening? Wrong platform, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right. We need to go to terminals. We need to move you to terminal 1 and then have a little look here. Does that fix things? No, it does not. Why are you still there? Hold on a minute. Passenger train. Once you get to Indianapolis, so Greensboro to Pomona to Indianapolis to, hold on. At a station, Pomona. It's going the wrong way though. You're supposed to be platform number 1. You should be platform number 2. That seems to have fixed it. But the issue is now that the train is on the wrong side. Yeah, that complicates things. We might need to go and get a small crossover section somewhere here. Such as right there. If I can possibly be so bold. So let's see what that does, if anything. This might be a bad thing. Ooh, okay, there we go. So that did fix the issue. And I guess having that there is not a bad thing either. So yeah, I think that has put the train on the right side, which is exactly what we want. Not bad. Not bad. That is, I'm really hoping, going to one day make me money. I'm really hoping. There's 9 people waiting here. I mean, I guess it is like, it's the only way to travel really, isn't it? Like long distance. You're not gonna drive it at all. I mean, you're really not gonna drive it, are you? You know, I woke up this morning, it was May, in the middle of May, 1883, and I decided I was gonna drive my Tesla Model X all the way to Pomona. You know what I mean? It's not quite an option in this day and age, is it? So hopefully we see some good things. Let me manage these vehicles a little bit. I want to throw a couple more vehicles in that line. See if we can get like a good middle point where they start moving a lot of stuff back and forth. Really hoping that works out. And also, hello, we have 16 people waiting there. That's not bad at all. That is not bad. You dropped off a couple of passengers. You now got 26 people on board. Oh, we might start seeing some profits, like proper profits as well. Not bad. We might actually be able to get more trains. Oh, that'd be so cool. Getting like a whole heap of trains really early on. I would love that so much. I really, really would. I would love that so much. I genuinely would be so happy. I can't begin to express how happy the idea of loads and loads of trains really makes me. Because I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, and I realize my train lines are not ideal, so therefore this might not be something that's entirely believable. But when I was a kid, I mean, I was raised by my grandparents, and something my granddad tried to get me into when I was a kid, and I wish I got into it more when I was younger, because I didn't really, but something that he tried to get me into was like model train sets and stuff like that, and we still have them. Like there's some like really old model train sets that are just in storage somewhere at the minute, and I'm really tempted to dig them out and see if I can like do something with them, because I'd love to have those. I think that'd be really cool. Like I'd love to do that. I always see videos of people that have set up these like ridiculously complicated model train sets in like their backyard. I would love to do that. I would love to do that in my backyard or like somewhere around my office. They'd be so loud though. Well, maybe. It depends on what kind I get, I suppose. But like somewhere in the office, like have it looping around stuff, like one of those. I mean like that kind of overly complicated nonsense type thing. I would love to do that. It'd be so much fun. But maybe not realistic for someone whose job is, you know, takes place in a relatively quiet studio space. So we'll see. Anyway, only a little bit of fuel coming into Indianapolis this time. Not exactly ideal, but whatever. It's going to be $291,000. Can't really complain, I suppose. I do think we need another passenger train, though. There's enough people wanting to move around here that I do think we need it. I really do. And that's exciting as well. Oh, man. I'm genuinely really pleased with this. Genuinely really, really pleased with this. We have a few people wanting to go out there as well. I think we might need another stagecoach. I do think we might need another one of these. So manage vehicle. Let's just duplicate the two of them. We'll go for 4 vehicles in that line. Fuel-wise, there's 28 here. This is the passenger train finally arriving, which is going to be how much money? That's going to be $215,000. Not bad. Okay. We've got this guy on the way down with a full load of fuel, or crude oil, I should say. And then this guy is full as well. So yeah, we do need another train for the oil. Looking at profits, the passenger train isn't really making much. I think it needs to move more people. We might need more people per train, possibly, but we'll see. Still money coming in from the boats, which is lovely. I do think we might need to replace ship number 1 there, because I imagine it's not going to be doing too good for me. So maybe it is time to manage vehicle and replace you with the newer model. A little bit expensive. We can't afford it. 700,000. Let's just do it. And let's make them both a different color. Let's go for blue. I don't know. It only changes like the top part. Let's make them just red because we can. So we've now got 2 of the same boat. We have 200 units of capacity moving up and down the waters here. We're up to $3 million as well, which isn't bad. So I guess when the other train gets down here, we can afford to get another passenger one. Still very tempting to just go for the another one of the cargo ones, because that's kind of where the money is, to be fair. Although, with that said, Indianapolis, currently 62 people waiting to move, so maybe not. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't know if I should go cargo train or if I should go for passenger train. There's 62 people waiting to move. There's 72 units of crude oil waiting to move. So either way, it is money. It's just which one's making more money. And I mean, it really is. It's the cargo one. The passenger one, honestly, I think needs an upgrade to the train rather than to anything else. So a little tricky there. Definitely going to be tricky. Are you full? You are. Oh, I want to see how much money a full train happens to make. I mean, I don't know if you are all going to be getting off in Indianapolis, aren't you? I can't imagine anyone's getting a train from here to Indianapolis to go back to here, then to Greensboro. So yeah, that's actually, oh, I want to see how much money a full train makes. Because if this is going to be a regular occurrence, then we absolutely can just clone this train, which is a considerable amount of money, but we absolutely can. How much does a full train of 48 people happen to make going into Indianapolis? That's going to be 523. Okay. We're up to $5.2 million right now. Let's build ourselves a slightly nicer passenger train, and then we'll send that one back to the garage. So we're going to go for you, and we're going to go for 1, 2, 3. That's what we have right now, 3.2 million. 4 million for that, 4.7 million for that, with a capacity of 80. Now that is only mediocre in its movement. It's still mediocre if I only have 3, so I mean, I'm tempted. 4.7 million is a lot of money, but I'm very tempted. With that said, as much as I want it, and I really do, I really do, I want to manage vehicles. First off, I want to make you a nice bright green, and then I want to clone you, and I want you to be bright blue, because I also want to change these around. So you're actually going to be, bright red, you're going to be bright green, and you're going to be bright blue. There we go. So we've got the RGB set up for the trains. Honestly, I think it just makes more sense to go for another cargo train right now, because we do have a lot of the cargo set about, and honestly, it is just going to make us more money. So let's go for the money right now, and then we'll start branching out into some other things as we have the money to branch out into those other things. We do also need to replace a lot of the horses still. They still only have a 7-year lifespan though, and running things at half speed means that we're still waiting on getting ourselves a anything better. Getting ourselves, I don't know, getting all sorts of different not wagons, sorry, I'm completely lost for words. Trucks, engines is the word I'm looking for. We're looking for engines on the roads. Even the newer wagons are starting to get into pretty poor conditions. So yeah, we are going to be doing a bit of waiting for those, and I'm really trying to not just replace everything every single time. I'm really trying. So we'll see what happens there. Either way, we got the new trains, we've got passenger trains, we've got all sorts happening. I'm actually quite happy with that. So, oh wow, we've got how many people down here? 23. That's not bad, considering they're all going out there via the stagecoaches. That's not bad. And then fuel moving up. How much fuel is on this train here? Currently hauling 9. Not much, but that's okay. Yeah, I can't be bad to that. I think we're in a pretty good spot. I really do. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. So let's save up some money. Let's get ourselves another train, and let's sincerely hope that we can continue to make killer amounts of money, because I think I want to try and have all of my loans paid off by the year 1900. We've got 16 years, we've got pretty much 15 years to do it, 15 years and a couple of months to do it. I think we can do it if we get another passenger train and maybe another cargo train. I think we can do it.